Last year, the team entered the season projected to finish last and caught many outside of Chattanooga by surprise. This year, they won't come in under the radar. Will you approach the offseason any different?
No, I think obviously you always want to evolve, and so we will look to evolve our process. But I think our solid season was built off a solid foundation, getting things right from day one, making sure that nothing was random and everything was built with purpose. And so we'll take a lot of the stuff that worked really well in terms of how we prepared coming into the preseason, and then how we went about our business every day in the preseason, and then we'll just look to evolve it to add little layers that make us a little bit better. And we did a lot of stuff really well last year, so we've got a nice foundation of stuff that we know that works, and we'll just look to build on that.
Do you plan on continuing to implement the same style of play as last year?
I think it's a very similar answer, to be honest. I think we were successful because we were very, very deliberate in the way we played, very, very deliberate in our style of play, and it was impactful and successful and difficult to play against. And we want to take a lot of the things that worked very, very well for us. But again, the moment you stand still in football is the moment that you start to fail, and so we need to evolve. And I think the fans and people around the league can expect to see an evolution in the way we play, in our style of play, in our game model. And I'm excited about some of those things. I think our players are excited about some of those evolutions. But we want to keep some of the things, the grittiness, the hard work, the commitment, the culture pieces, defensively solid, going forward quickly. But we definitely want to layer in some nuance and some evolutions in there.
What principles matter more to you than foundations or systems when building a team?
I think it all starts with people and culture, and I consider myself a culture builder, and someone who puts that at the forefront of what we do. Starts with the values. It's the first thing I'll ever talk to players about. It's the first thing we'll talk about every day when we meet. We come into training, what our values are, and make sure they're actioned every moment of the day while we're together. And getting the right people in the room. We bring players in from all over the world, and we all connect together around those values. So very much, I think all successful teams, soccer, business, anything is built off unified beliefs, a culture, connectors like that.
Last year's team was the most cohesive team we've had. Will we see this year's team even more cohesive?
I mean, that's the goal. I think everyone who's around the group knew it was a special group. The lads loved each other on and off the pitch. They worked for each other. A lot of them enjoyed time off the pitch together. They were friends. Their girlfriends, their wives were friends, and it was a really unique, special group. And look, we've brought 85% of our returning squad, or our squad will start preseason were with us last year. So we've got that core. So you could have that expectation that unity will be there. We've added 3 players that we think will add to that value, and again share similar values. But that's always got to be the goal. Connected teams certainly perform, and we want to build that special connection again.
What moment as a coach are you most proud of, and why?
I think being involved in, there's a few, and I think being involved in, when I came in early and being involved in Wally's 100th appearance for the game was a proud moment to just be part of that. This last season, when Pedro scored on his 100th and I turned and saw his mum in the crowd, that was certainly a proud moment for me to share that with someone that I think very highly with or highly about. There's moments giving players their debut and then getting to share in their joy of that with them. Lots of little moments like that stand out to me. Obviously, you get the highs from the wins, and I think be equally proud of the comebacks from the failures. But I don't know I have one standout. I think I just feel very privileged to work with a lot of good people and some sharing some of their successes.
Who influenced influenced you most in your coaching journey?
I think the thing I do very well, or my best attribute, is my ability to work extremely hard and in a very deliberate way for an extended period of time. I think I get that from my dad, to be able to commit to something and work extremely hard at it and keep growing. I think I've been really fortunate to work with and have friends who are in the game who are great coaches and who are mentors to me. And frankly, I think, obviously, I just think iron sharpens iron. I think there's great coaches in this league that if you don't prepare for, they'll take advantage of the teams you coach. And that's certainly made me a better coach. But I like to think you can take inspiration from anywhere. Pro world, the environment you're in, just looking, I think you can always look sideways to for inspiration, or look around for inspiration, and it's there if you're looking for it.
What advice would you give a young player who loves the game but doubts themselves?
Confidence comes through doing, and so you love the game, keep playing it, and ultimately you don't have to be a professional player to feel validated in the world of football. I think you just have to go out and know that whatever your potential was, you worked as hard as you could to get there. So I just advise them to play, to enjoy it. When you do play, work as hard as you can, because unfortunately it's a great game. If I had my choice, I'd still be playing. I wouldn't be coaching, but my body won't let me do that. So I think my advice would be play as much as you can and keep playing, because when you hit your late 30s, that will come to an end quickly.
The league has added several teams for this upcoming season, so you'll be traveling more. How do you expect that's going to affect your training and team?
I think my wife and my girls will be disappointed that I have to travel more. Now, I think it'll be great. I think the league's growing, the sport in this country is growing. Get to visit some new markets, some new areas of the country that we've never been to. That's always exciting. Some new fan bases that will bring energy into the league. That's exciting. But again, we've got a process that we'll stick to. Every team, we'll pay the respect. We'll put the time and the effort into prepping, home or away. But we're excited for the growth of the league. It's going to be a great season, biggest field that we've had in the league, and it just shows that soccer in the United States is something to be part of.
What are you most excited for this season?
Just getting back on the grass. It feels like a long off season. I miss being at training every day. I miss being around the place. I miss the energy that the lads bring. I can't wait to be back at the Den with the fans behind us, and just competing. I love to compete every day in training, compete every Saturday evening at the Den or away. And I just say, last year I didn't promise wins or losses. I promised the team that we'll run through a brick wall for the fan base and for the club, and we provided that. And that's what I'm going to promise you again. You will get everything that this team has to give, and it's a pleasure to be able to watch teams like that. I think the club is building, it's growing, it's creating this foundation it's had this great early history with some super high highs, and it's only getting stronger. I think all around the club, from the lads that are on the pitch putting the effort in every day, is getting stronger and stronger, and their commitment and connection to the city is getting stronger and stronger. I think the front office is getting stronger and stronger, and I think the way they are building the club up is only getting better and better. And I think it's a great time to be involved with the Red Wolves. I couldn't say enough positive things about the direction that the club is moving in, not just from a football standpoint, but all around it right now. And I'm looking forward to a great year. And I truly mean that. I think if you're not involved in the Red Wolves and you're in Chattanooga and you like soccer and you want to be involved in something special, this is the time to get on the train, because it's moving fast and it's moving in a very, very positive direction.